Right. So these days, the rave is all about AI technology and automation. And in many cases, rightly so, because if you are manually still crunching feedback data, please automate. And so in L&D, the possibilities are endless. We've got automated learning platforms, AI-powered chatbots. We've got micro-learning apps, AI mentors, and whatnot. And unsurprisingly, very often, what sits at the core of implementation of such projects is this all too familiar mantra to make everything faster, scalable, and cheaper. This isn't new, but AI and automation are making it very achievable. So, I think that majority of our organizations have placed their bets already. And this is why I see the focus of our day-to-day work kind of slowly narrowing down to short-term efficiency-driven goals rather than the deeper, slower, long-term behavior change and human growth. Like, for example, very common, let's see, show of hands if this sounds familiar. Using tech to create more content than you deliver easier to thousands in a click of a button, while ignoring the emotional, interpersonal, and reflective aspects of human development. Anyone, any takers? Have you seen this familiar? I see this a lot. And the more I look around, one thing I see is certain: the wheel is turning and it doesn't have a reverse mode. There's no going back from this. The world of work is going to be increasingly automated and optimized by AI. And so on one side, we'll have this fast pace of change to deal with, which will bring new opportunities for sure, no doubt, to those who will be able, and in many cases privileged, to keep up. And on the other hand, we'll have this plethora of skills that will be rendered obsolete and leaving many of us maybe feeling alienated or marginalized or with no sense of purpose or a lack of identity. And so I think the disruption of the coming years is going to be colossal, not just for our industry. And so the more I read about AI, the increasingly aware I am of my own limitations and of the things that I cannot do. So I think it was 2 weeks ago, in an almost desperate attempt to justify my own worth in this uncertain future, I opened ChatGPT and I went on and I asked, give me a list of questions that Gen AI won't be able to answer because it lacks one characteristic. It isn't human. And so a long list came, and I'm going to share 3 of them. What is it like to lose someone you deeply care about? What does it feel like to endure burnout and find the strength to bounce back? What is the emotional weight of making a decision that impacts your team's livelihood? And so it also closed that list with of questions with this phrase: while I can simulate, analyze, and describe, I cannot feel. Well, phew, thank God, right? Because otherwise, like, what the heck? But as I was reading that, it really hit me that in this new world or new reality of, or whatever is coming our way, us humans will be maybe more than ever before in history confronted with this realization that we are conscious human beings and that the echo of our human experience, whether that is love or wonder or grief or hope or joy, is going to sound stronger than it ever had in the past. And so unless AI and automation can wipe away all of our troubles, which it cannot, spoiler, I really do not see a future in which people are thriving in isolation in front of their screens while being super efficient and expert prompt designers. And I can only see us thriving together. Because AI doesn't know what vulnerability and imperfection feels like. We do, because we exist, and we will continue to need each other to make sense of our crazy, messy, beautiful human experience. And so I love this quote found in Gaping Void blog, where I found this illustration that you're going to see on the screen in a second. Human beings don't scale. We can show the other one as well. The best things in life resist automation, like trust, like connection, like culture. The things that matter are worth doing the slow, hard way. And so our organizations have placed their bets already. And as we step into 2025, the question I want to leave you and us with is this: where in your work will you be placing your bets on humans? Thank you for listening.